you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanna like me cause her claim she can't count on him. She try to be.
Coach, the city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks.
Because I can't move.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Draw two different pentagons. What is a pentagon? Huh? Look it up. Can you do what the hell I just asked you
This
for?
is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Focus on what I'm talking about.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy this caliber that runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. They run the counter. Carson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Carson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized. The other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Okay, so you have to draw 2 different pentagons. That second one don't even have a fifth side. Pentagon is a shape with 5 sides.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He'll get this one complete to Davis.
Yeah, and then you try to switch it up.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Carson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Evan, why are you talking back to him?
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still,
That's not
to this
cheating.
day,
You don't know
they want
what
to run
one
the
is, so
football.
how can
They
you
want
draw
to fire
something you
out
don't know
and
what
hit
it is?
people across the line of scrimmage, and they're
Not
clearing
called cheating.
space.
Now Wilson on first down. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Here's Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for him.
That's not a Pentagon.
That's what it is.
First down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on fourth down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
On second and 11 now. Brady, and he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first down, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Okay, we'll make another holler.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Take your time. I like the way you do that one. You can trace that one.
That's enough to rattle even the most seasoned of quarterbacks. And here, it looks like he's not quite on the same page as his receiver. This will wind up a turnover.
You can have it all the way over there. Do what he did it the first time.
Check 56. Your track.
They'll run on first down. It's Carson, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
There. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Now it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Carson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Check 56. Hey, 0-0-0. Cut 50, cut 50.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Did you stop going in that room?
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Wilson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. His first touchdown on the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 37 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case. No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check, 56. Go, go, go.
On third down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Easy.
From the pistol, it's Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On third and long, it's Brady. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 536.
He'll go for it. It's Brady. And got a man. It's Woods. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. First and 10. Here's Brady. And he'll find his target. Woods. It's complete. And out of bounds right around the 20. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Brady's throw there for Cooks is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. Now Brady again. And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for our defense because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over.
What is minus on the defense? Oh, crap. He's gonna run.
Bringing him to the ground defensively, Tedrick Thompson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward.
I'm not knowing. Let's just go. Midas.
After the interception, here's Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Again, they run with Gurley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Wait, that 53.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They do go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2.
He in the bathroom.
Messed up my rundown.
Back to the 10. They'll try.
I had a Slim Junior rundown on, and I had the big Slim. No.
You funny.
Now Wilson.
Wash some hands, Shrimp.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Get it, Dave.
5 yards that time on the completion.
No,
now it's 3rd and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass.
One of them was like a regular comfort. It could have been option. The other one was supposed to be like a protected in case something like that happened. It's a special. The one was big and thick. It can't fit in the washing machine.
They run it.
It can't fit in the washing machine. You got to take it around to the big washing machine.
About the 4.
I just take it out there. Took him yesterday, put him in his own chilling. Boom.
Offensively, not what they wanted there, but you can kick the field goal here and take
all the way, brother.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop.
Come back home, come to the bed, black bag.
What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise, I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Damn. And that's how we bust you upside your head, man.
Yeah. Set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A first down run there for Gurley, but nothing opening up. He'll get back to the line.
I need it back.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives.
Brian said his son sick.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on.
He said Ray Vaughn, not his son, his nephew. He said Ray Vaughn sick. And his girl sick too. I said, bro, you next. If your nephew got it and your girl got it, yeah, you gonna get it next. What's up, fool?
Throwing on 2nd down. And that's complete to Cooks. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
I'm gonna run away. I can't.
You say you want to go run away?
Run away. Run.
Oh, run away. I say you want to go run away. What's run away? What do you want?
No, run away.
Brady now on 1st down. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So from Seahawks territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
As far as I can get. Definitely left side, but I don't want to call me. I'm always for what to get some of those stuff yesterday. I called him you're going to break touchdown. Nope. I was like, damn.
Shit. If you're a selfish player, and you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Right.
Backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right?
Bring it to the other needle.
Snip it out and finish it off.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady going up top for Cup.
Why they get to pay the food?
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On 3rd down, Brady. Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for the woods. And unable to connect. Incomplete.
All right, I kept throwing them down like, over there. Enough.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now,
he's
under 50%.
Across the country, that don't find a way to get back. Good, right? Homeward bound.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
They constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
That's caught by Hollister.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You ready? Bang, bang, bang.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll let this go. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Brady now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Alpha. Pick it up. Mike check there. Here we go. Hey, 66.
Here's Brady to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Hey, check line 33. Check line 33.
To throw on third down. Brady airing it out deep for Woods. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And this is caught, that they say, out of bounds. That would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I'll guarantee you, he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
Hey, D-line, let's get it up quick. Slam, slam, slam.
Now they try the right side here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Go. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Wilson on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down.
Alert, alert, alert. Under 10, 10. Tighten up.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Yeah. No.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. No gain on the play there. Second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Brady. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Seahawks, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for LA, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.